Chemistry Year 4. An atom is a collection of matter consisting of positively charged core, the atomic nucleus, which contains protons and neutrons, and which maintains a number of electrons to balance the positive charge in the nucleus. The atom is also the smallest portion into which an element can be divided and still retain its properties, made out of a dense, positively charged nucleus surrounded by a system of electrons. The most basic chemical substances are the chemical elements. They are building blocks of other substances. An element is a class of atoms which have the same number of protons in the nucleus. This number is known as the atomic number of the element. For example, all atoms with 6 protons in their nuclei are atoms of the chemical element carbon, and all atoms with 92 protons in their nuclei are atoms of the element uranium. Each chemical element is made out of only one kind of atom. The atoms of one element differ from those of all other elements. Chemists use letters of the alphabet as symbols for the elements. In total, 117 elements have been observed as of 2007, of which 94 occur naturally on Earth. Others have been produced artificially. An ion is an atom or a molecule that has got or gained one or more electrons, possibly positively charged cation, for example, sodium cation, and negatively charged anions, for example, chloride, can be neutral salts, for example, sodium chloride. Electrical forces at the atomic level create chemical bonds that join two or more atoms together, forming molecules. Some molecules consist of atoms of a single element. Oxygen molecules, for example, are made out of two oxygen atoms. Chemists represent the oxygen molecule 02. The 2 indicates the number of atoms in the molecule. When atoms or two or more different elements bond together, they form a chemical compound. Water is a compound made up of two hydrogen atoms and one oxygen atom. The chemical formula for water is H2O. Compounds are formed or broken down by means of chemical reactions. All the chemical reactions involve the formation or destruction of chemical bonds. Chemists use chemical equations to express what occurs in chemical reactions. Chemical equations consist of chemical formulas and symbols that show the substances involved in the chemical change. 2. Complete the text with the words in the box. Chemistry is the science that systematically studies the composition, properties, and activity of matter and various elementary forms of molecules. Chemistry is the study of matter and energy and interactions between them. Energy has no shape or form. Matter is everything that occupies space and has mass. Density refers to the amount of matter in a given amount of space and is defined as the mass per unit of a substance. The fundamental building block of matter is the atom. It has a nucleus at its center consists of protons, which have a positive electrical charge, and neutrons, which are uncharged. Negatively charged electrons circle around nuclei. There are super small particles inside the protons and neutrons called quarks. Chemical reactions involve interactions between the electrons of one atom and the electrons of another atom. Atoms which have different amounts of electrons and protons have positive or negative electrical charge and are called ions. When atoms bind together, they can make larger building blocks of matter called substances. 3. Choose the correct alternative to complete the definitions. 1. A substance that increases the rate of chemical reaction without itself being changed is a catalyst. 2. A liquid that dissolves substance is a solvent. 3. A substance that allows heat or electricity to go through it is a conductor. 4. A chemical amount of substance that is used for scientific tests is a sample. 5. A liquid with another substance dissolved in it, so it has become part of a liquid, is a solution. 6. A liquid mixed with water or another liquid to make it less strong is a dilute or diluted liquid. Read the text about the periodic table and answer the questions. 1. Mendeleev proposed a periodic table that organizes elements by atomic weight and periodic properties. He predicted the atomic mass as each element and the compounds they should form. 2. Elements in the periodic table are arranged in order of increasing atomic number grouped by similar chemical properties. 3. The periodic table is organized as follows by atomic number, what is the number of protons in an element's nucleus, in horizontal rows called periods, where elements have the same number of electron shells or energy levels, in vertical columns called groups, where elements have similar valence electrons configurations. 4. Alkali metals are the chemical elements found in group 1 of the periodic table. 5. Group 2 elements are called alkali metals because they form alkaline solutions. Hydroxides, when reacting with water, and other oxides are found in the Earth's crust. 6. Group 17 elements are called halogens. 7. Group 18 elements are called noble gases. 8. Metals can be hammered into thin sheets. They are ductile. They are the best conductor of electricity and heat. They are lustrous. They have a high tensile strength. They are sonorous. Metals are hard. 9. Semi-metals are material and with a small energy overlap between the bottom of the conduction band and the top of the valence band, but they do not overlap in momentum space. 10. Non-metals are chemical elements that lack the majority of metallic characteristics. They can be gases, liquids, or solids, and they are not shiny lustrous or good heat or electronic conductors. Name 5. Name the following compounds: nitrogen triazide, copper 2 chloride, also known as cupric chloride, carbonic acid, carbonic acid, potassium nitrate, iron free hydroxide, hydrogen fluoride, potassium hydroxide. Create formulae of the following compounds. 1. Iron 2 has a positive 2 charge. has a negative 2 charge, they combined in 1-1 ratio. The formula is therefore FeO2. The chemical formula is the hydrobromic acid is HBr. This formula indicates that each molecule of the hydrobromic acid contains one hydrogen atom and one bromine atom. Free. The chemical formula of hydrobromic acid is HBr. This formula indicates that each molecule of hydrobromic acid contains one hydrogen atom and one bromine atom. 4. Sulfuric acid is the most often employed acid in a variety of chemical studies. It is a very potent inorganic acid. Sulfuric acid's chemical formula is A2SO4. 5. The formula of phosphorus pentoxide is P2O5. It consists of two atoms of phosphorus and five atoms of oxygen. This chemical formula represents the ratio of elements in the compound. 6. Carbon monoxide, also known as carbon monoxide or just monoxide, is a poisonous gas known for causing nervous system damage and asphyxiation. It is used in some chemical processes to produce methanol and acrylates. 7. Matter chemical formulae with the correct name and definition. 1 is number 10, 2 uh, is, uh, is number 8, 3 is number 6, 4 is number 2, 5 is number 10, 1 is number 6, 6 is number 5, 7 is number 3, 8 is number 4, 9 is number 6, and 10 is number 5. 8. The cylinder is used to measure the volume of liquids in milliliters. The vessel is used, for example, to hold liquids during heating. The hemilayer flask is used as a mixing vessel or a container. The shield is used to protect your face from broken glass, chemicals, and flame. The goggles are used to protect your eyes. This flask is used for mixing or holding chemicals. The watch glass can be used as a beaker cover or for heating or evaporating chemicals. The funnel is used to remove undissolved solids from a liquid mixture or to help pour a liquid into a container. Containers are used for storing chemicals. Beakers are used for mixing or holding chemicals. They give only approximate measurements of volume. The test tube is used to hold chemicals during heatings of other reactions. Pipettes are used to measure liquids. Volumetric pipettes are used to measure one amount only. Graduated pipettes measure many different amounts. The thermometer measures the temperature. The serum rod is used to stir chemicals. The filtering flask can speed up filtration. The evaporating dish is used to evaporate a liquid from some chemicals. The spot plate is used for observing reactions that occur in the wells. The crucible is used during heating at high temperatures. Forks or tweezers are used to pick up small items. The test tube rod supports the test tubes. The burner is used for heating. We might use the flint lighter to ignite the flame. The wash bottle is used to rinse glassware. The test tube clamp holds the test tube during heating. The ring clamp is used to hold, for example, a funnel during filtering. Crucible tongues are used to be cut and hold a crucible or any hot objects. The clay triangle is used to support or hold crucible during heating or a funnel during filtering. The wire gauze can support a beaker or a flash during heating. It spreads the flame evenly. Glass are used to protect our hands. The ring stand or tripod can support glassware. The mortar is the dish and the pestle is the grinder. They are used to crush or grind chemicals. 9. Read the text and complete the vocabulary chart. Cations gain electrons. Definition: positively charged ions. Most metals become cations. Anions. Definition: negatively charged anions. Anions gain electrons. Most non-metals become anions when they make ionic compounds. Choose the correct alternative. 1. Water vapor condenses. C. Water vapor changes from a gas to a liquid. 2. Cooling water vapor makes it condense faster because the molecules slow down and the attractions bring them closer together. 3. When you heat a sample solid, the sample gets a little bigger. This is mainly because A. The particles move faster and get a little further apart. 4. If you compare ice and liquid water on the molecular level, you could also say that C. The molecules in ice slide past each other. 5. When a thermometer is cool, the red liquid inside the thermometer moves down. This is mainly because, see, the molecules of a liquid move slower and get a little closer together. 6. To describe a liquid, you could say A. The particles of a liquid are attracted to one another. B. The particles of a liquid are in motion. D. A liquid has mass and takes up space. 7. To describe a solid, you could say the particles of a solid are attracted to each other. C. The particles of a solid vibrate but do not move past one another. D. A solid has mass and takes up space.